Jam88.3, that is Sons of Silver, and the latest track from the group with Just Getting Started. Before that, Arctic Monkeys with Do I Wanna Know, and also heard was Loser from Beck. Good morning, my name is Roanna. This is my fourth and final hour with you today on Rock and Roll, all the way till 10. And don't forget that I do have some song requests lined up, and you can still send them my way if you have some songs you want to hear. I just can't promise that I have enough time to play all of them for you, but just in case I don't forget that I am with you weekdays, Monday to Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. So you can just go on ahead and make sure that you're bright up and early at 6 a.m. to send me your song requests to make sure that I can see it in time. You can do that several ways, either on Instagram, that's Jam88.3 We Rock Radio, or on Facebook, that's at Jam88.3 Radio Station. You can also send it on my page. Do like it as well. Please give my page a like. That's Roanna Hamir, RoAnnajamir. And also on Twitch, you can listen and also get to watch live on Twitch. Waving to our Twitch viewers right about now. Hello, guys. So if you'd like to join them and also join the community, it is at twitch.tv/jam883ph. Also for today, we do have a guest. We have somebody from SiGMA World to talk about international events company dedicated to hosting and organizing events all about the gaming world, whether it's iGaming or e-gaming. Welcome to the studio, third Gabais. Good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me here, DJ Roanna.
You're welcome. I am so happy that you're here today, and we are going to be talking about SiGMA World and the exciting events in store from the company later on today. But just before anything else, we're going to go and premiere a track, and this is the very first time that this is going to be heard here on Jam exclusively. It's an on-air exclusive premiere. So with no further ado, to all the fans of Hawaiian Combo Meal, and yes, this has been making me hungry. Me repeating this band name all morning, now I'm hungry. I want some Hawaiian Combo Meal. I don't know what that is, but it sure must have some pineapples in it. Some ham and pineapples, I don't know. But here you go, guys. Hawaiian Combo Meal with Slama Na. First time on Jam 88.3.
Hi, John Paul!
Jam 88.3, that is Slama Na, and that is from Hawaiian Combo Meal. Premiering for the very first time here on Jam. So from now on, you will be able to request that track if you like to hear it on my show. So you can just go on ahead and remember that is called Slama Na and from Hawaiian Combo Meal. First time played today on Jam. So today we have our topic of gaming for Trending Tuesdays, and just to cap off what we were talking about, basically another fact about the gaming world is that 2/3 of the revenue generated from Google's Play Store actually comes from mobile gaming. So approximately half of the 30 billion apps downloaded from Google Play in the third quarter of 2022 were of mobile games, and comparatively, just a quarter of downloads from the iOS app store were mobile games. Now, mobile gaming is enjoyed more on Android than iOS devices. So we have got third Gabais here at the studio, and he is here to talk about SiGMA World. Good morning.
Good morning, DJ Roanna. Once again, thank you so much for having me here. I just want to greet everyone a very good morning, especially to our colleagues in BGC. Hello. And to our iGaming friends in Metro Manila and across the globe who are listening right now.
Okay, so a lot of people have been asking, but they weren't sure what SiGMA was. They thought it was a gaming company, and I had to basically explain that it's an events company. So I think the best person to tell everybody what SiGMA World is all about is you, Third. So can you tell us a little bit about what SiGMA World is and what your current role for the company is?
Yeah, there's a lot to talk about SiGMA. There's Ikigai for investment venture, there's SiGMA Play for affiliation. We have also SiGMA Foundation for charitable works, but I want to dive more into events side of SiGMA because it is events and media why SiGMA has started. They cater and serve the iGaming community, and now it serves as the global gateway to iGaming ecosystem across key and emerging markets. So we organize different events, but we started as a local gaming event in Malta and has massively evolved into an international brand with strong presence in Malta, in Europe, in Americas, Africa, and especially in Asia. We have conferences, expos, startup pitch, a lot of side events such as baccarat tournament, poker tournament, golf tournament, and we have also a lot of eye-gathering dinners. But the main objective is really to gather the leaders, the visionaries, C-levels, the investors in one roof, in one venue, in one event to network, to drive more business and to generate, business opportunities from that event.
Okay. So is there an event that you were just a part of that is quite major that you'd like to talk about? I think there was one in the Philippines just recently, right?
Yes. Because SiGMA became, an international brand. They expanded to Asia, particularly in Manila. We have an office in Manila to start the operation because it is considered as the key market in Asia. The iGaming in Philippines still, a phenomenal performer in terms of industry growth with a revenue of with a GGR reaching 163 billion pesos in 2024 first half, which got tripled from as compared to 2023 first half. And with the recent intention of the president, goals of PAGCOR and CESA to eradicate illegal operators that abuse the local system. It will help, the international operators and investors who seek, a stable and secure environment. So if you can take a look on the other regions such as US and Europe, they regulate and utilize the iGaming industry to drive more investors, which contributes a lot in nation building and government, initiated projects.
Okay.
So in SiGMA Asia, we invite the regulators such as PAGCOR and CESA. Why? Because that's the objective for the iGaming players to be more transparent, so the government will not just regulate but as well as supports their initiative to grow more in Philippines and in Asia.
So basically what you're trying to say is SiGMA World also helps educate businesses and organizations and the people in general as to how to be able to be part of this gaming world in the most legal way and to be well equipped with all the necessary tools to make sure that everything is regulated and people are aware of it, right? So it's really about awareness as well, kind of like basically like a news outfit for everything gaming. Is that correct?
Exactly right.
Okay.
Because one of the objectives is really education through conference. It is where the masters, the experts, the leaders are all together to discuss the latest trends in the gaming industry, what are the best practices to drive more traffic, updates on the regulations, licenses, and compliance in terms of legal landscape, and what's new in terms of technology, like
AI,
how can we utilize AI in terms of data gathering,
Right.
collection of players' intelligence for us to somehow predict, what will be the next scenario, or what will be the forecast through this, intelligence. So the bottom line is to have a better understanding of what's going on, the market, and future outlook of the iGaming industry.
Okay. Well, when we return, we've got some tracks to play. But when we return, we can talk about the recent event last June here in Manila, because I got to attend that. And, it was a pretty amazing event that was packed with a lot of people from all over the world. So it also encourages tourism, actually, what SiGMA is doing. But we'll talk about that and also upcoming events that SiGMA has in store for the rest of the world. But in the meantime, here is for all of you who are gamers and love your video games and online games and iGames, e-games, and whatnot. Love Buzz from Nirvana. You're on Jam 88.3, where everything rocks. Jam 88.3, that is Squared One with Windang. Before that, Stone Temple Pilots with Big Empty. And also heard was Nirvana's Love Buzz. And we do have third Gabais from SiGMA World here at the studio right about now to talk about SiGMA World's events and what it stands for, its mission and vision. So earlier we had a question from one of our Twitch followers. We have Uzi Bagasino who says, what's the difference between iGames and e-games? So third, do you have a question answer for that question?
Sure. They actually confuse these both together, the iGaming and e-gaming. But to give clarity on this, iGaming really refers to internet-based gaming, which includes real money gaming in form of online casinos, sports betting, poker,
slot machines,
online slot machines, while e-gaming is more on the electronic gaming. It's more on entertainment gaming in form of electronic devices, including video games and esports. So this is basically more on casual games like mobile games like
those,
Mobile Legends.
Right?
Yes.
Okay, so those are the ones that we see, for example, in Mega Mall, where you have a lot of cosplayers, and then they have
different tournaments. Yes,
right.
Correct.
Okay, so the tournament-based ones, where you go physical to a venue, would be the e-game, and then everything that's online, internet-based, that you get to play that involves money is iGaming.
iGaming, correct.
Okay. There you go. So hopefully that answers your question, Uzi Bagasino. And earlier we were talking about these things that obviously, SiGMA World is focused on. I attended a SiGMA event for the very first time through a friend of mine who asked me if I wanted to be a moderator, because they were in need of moderators for the panel Women in iGaming. And so, I attended that event, third, and it was, I was just amazed because there were so many people. It was basically the SMX Convention Center, and it was the first floor and the second floor, the entire convention center, right? It was all just SiGMA event.
Correct.
And it was for was that 4 days or 5 days?
It's the conference, the expo, actually 2 days. But we have also side events, parties. That's why we have from June 1 until June 7.
That's right. Right.
So it started on June 1st with a party just to hype the delegates as soon as they arrive in Philippines. And then day 0, which is June 2, we have a lot of different activities like wine and cheese tasting, pre-registration with drinks, awards night, which we award those operators, service providers who contributes a lot in the iGaming community.
Positively, right?
Positively.
Because there is such a thing also as responsible gaming. So there are game providers that are very adamant to make sure that they are only catering to responsible gamers, for example, right? So that event really, when you said conferences, it was really an educational as well, educational event to educate all of these people in different parts of the world to be aware of the latest trends, the latest regulations, and everything that one needs to know if you are in the industry. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay.
Because it's the intention for the delegates, for the participants to be aware on what's going on the iGaming, currently in the iGaming, and the future outlook. What will happen in the next 3 years, 5 years, or 10 years in the iGaming industry.
Okay. So it would be safe to assume that SiGMA World is pretty much a pioneer in this sort of endeavor, right? In being that one global, you mentioned earlier, a global sort of portal for everything gaming in the world, right? I believe SiGMA is going to be celebrating its 10th year. Is that correct?
Yes,
Could you
correct.
tell us about that?
So, because of the massive growth from year 1 to year 10, we will celebrate the 10 years of existence of SiGMA in SiGMA Europe, this coming first week of November. So I will not, talk too much about how we're going to celebrate it, but it's going to be impactful in terms of experience, in terms of business, in terms of learnings. So we will be inviting influential leaders to talk interesting topics. We will be hosting different side events like luxurious dinners in yacht, or we will be, having some luxurious dinners for the CEOs and for the important influential person in the community. And then we also have a lot of participating brands, exhibitors who will display their most recent products and services that would help and amplify your platform to be, better. And then we also have, different activities that would, enhance the experience of the delegates.
And the last event that was held here in the Philippines, you actually had like an affiliates retreat. It was like a 3-day event and all expenses paid trip to Palawan, right?
Yes, it is in El Nido, Palawan.
And this is for international and local influencers. So there were a bunch of very lucky Filipinos who are, in the gaming world who got to be a part of that. So, this is something that SiGMA is doing right about now, which is not only catering to the providers, but also catering to people like you and I who are just mere gamers as well and like to play games for our entertainment purposes and as a hobby. So, can you tell us about the events that is in store in the pipeline for SiGMA World? What other events are in store for the next year?
Yeah, so because the iGaming and the technology is really, promising, so we keep organizing events. This coming September 2 to 4, we will have East Europe edition in Budapest. We have our 11 to 14 November in Malta, Europe. And then next year, on February 23 to 25, we will have SiGMA Eurasia in Dubai.
Wow.
We have also SiGMA Africa on March 10 to 12. We have SiGMA Americas in Brazil on April 7 to 10, and back to Manila on June 1 to 4.
There you go. So make sure that when SiGMA is back in Manila, you guys know about it because obviously it is the event to be if you are all about gaming. So for this Korea event, when are you leaving for Korea?
I will be leaving tomorrow because, there's a huge demand and there's a huge growth in terms of land-based gaming, land-based casino. We want to, steer that demand and drive growth from that space. So we invited C-levels, influential individuals in the land-based gaming space to talk about, how can we enhance or how can we grow the group in order for us to be ready for 2025. But apart from that, we will be also having like focus group discussion wherein we will be discussing different topics, issues, and latest trends in terms of land-based casino. And then we also have different dinners from day 1 to day 2 to do some networking.
Okay. So the Philippines, is it safe to say that the Philippines is currently the only Asian country with a SiGMA World office?
Yes, correct. Because Manila office is Manila actually as a region is placed at the heart. Yep, Philippines is at the heart of the Southeast region.
I thought it's because they wanted to work with Filipinos.
Yeah, we're in, Philippines is really the gateway to different countries in Asia. And Philippines as a whole is very strong in terms of iGaming. Like Malta as a gaming hub in Europe, Philippines is a gaming hub in Asia.
That's right. So, I mean, do you consider yourself very lucky that you're part of this company, this international company that does all these trips? I'm sure you get to travel, with the rest of the team to attend these events. I mean, is that a perk?
Absolutely. Apart from the perks, because, we are international brand. We do international events. So basically, the management, the team send you out to organize local events to different countries. So you will be meeting with a lot of people in the iGaming space from the grassroots to the C-level to the director level. But apart from that is the culture that we have in the team. Like, I'm very happy that I'm part of the team because there's, a good culture, even though that we work with different foreign individuals. Yeah.
So, any final message? Any final words before you say goodbye?
There's really an incredible, innovation happening worldwide, and we, as SiGMA, we continue to, maximize that innovation, that technology, to drive more demands. So basically, if there's a demand in that region, or if that country is really an emerging one, SiGMA is there, to use that demand to its potential, and for SiGMA to invite more investors, invite new players, invite new leaders to help that market to grow more in terms of iGaming. So there will be basically a lot of summits, new summits that will be happening in different regions, and those summits will be launched in Malta.
Awesome.
Yeah. So stay tuned, because as part of the iGaming community that wants business, you need to be aware of this.
Right. It's very important to be aware of the current trends and new regulations and new policies and all that stuff, right? The more people are aware of what they should know about, right? And how to abide by it properly, the least trouble there is basically for everybody, right? So, I think this is a great thing that what SiGMA is doing right about now, which is providing that source of information to be able to educate. And I think SiGMA already acquired iGaming Academy, which is pretty much an educational system that provides e-learning for the world of iGaming, right?
I agree. There's so much more to it. There's so much more to be, excited about the plans of SiGMA. And for you to be aware, for you to stay tuned, just join the Telegram channel, SiGMA Asia.
All right. Also, is there a website? Or a YouTube, actually, right? They can subscribe to SiGMA World on YouTube.
Yes.
For interviews with the key people in the tech world, in the gaming world, and also those who are in cybersecurity and everything that's involved with all of these things that create this industry and make it function symbiotically together. So thank you so much, Third Gabais, for dropping by the studio and educating us not only with what's the difference between e-gaming and iGaming, but also most definitely in giving us a more insightful view as to what SiGMA World's vision, mission, and what's in store, the exciting events in store for SiGMA World for everybody tuned in right now. So once again, you'll be in Korea tomorrow, and then there's going to be a Budapest event. So if you're going to be in Europe, that's definitely a reason to go and check out Budapest in is it September? When is it? September, right?
Yes, September.
Yeah. So there you go, and there's a whole bunch more, which will all be on the website, so you can check it out. In the meantime, shout out to Eman, who is most likely going to be watching this. So shout out to our office mates in BGC. But it is time for us to go. So thank you so much again, Third, for dropping by. And right about now, here is something from The Verve with Bittersweet Symphony. I'm going to go and leave you with this track, and tomorrow is going to be Wednesday Wellness. So tomorrow is going to be a new topic. Catch me again tomorrow at 6 to 10 a.m. right here on Jam for Rock and Roll. My name is Roanna. Bye.